So today I started to create my first 2D platformer in Unity. For that, I did a Google search to get some assets from the Unity asset store, which is free. I mean, not everything is free. There are some environments that are free and some assets as well. So I loaded them into the project and yep, here it is. And then now I wanted to create the tile map, which I have already done, and drag that from the tile palette onto the tile map like this. So I'm just creating a single ground like this. It's very simple, and a background of trees. So I'm just carefully placing the trees. I don't even know how the game's gonna look. I'm just giving it a try. And by the way, make sure you separate the background and the foreground by giving it sorting layers. So I had some trouble finding it, and then yeah, I finally found it. So separated the foreground and background like this, and yep, that's how you do it. It's pretty straightforward. And then let's continue with the ground. Let's extend the ground some more. So get the tile map and just keep repeating it. Place it just like that, because most 2D platformers have the screen moving when the character moves from the left to the right. An example is Mario or Dave. And then place some trees and grass like this, and some stones. Just put them in the background for some aesthetic feel. This is not the end result, guys, anyway, because this will change as through trial and error and through continuous iteration. So when I press play, that's how the screen will look, like you guys saw just 2 seconds ago. Yeah, so this is starting to look more like a game now. And then yeah, here we have loaded an asset. So this is also downloaded from the Unity asset store. And now what we want to do is we need to apply rigid body to the character as well as rigid body to the tile map as well, to the ground. So for that we need the tile map collider 2D, and then you have to give a check mark like that, used by composite. And here in the code you can see that I've given some simple instructions for my player. For example, with the x-axis, if the input is according to whatever key code that you want, you can just increase or decrease the player velocity, and you can define a variable called player speed at the top. And then you should create the rigid body variable at the top, and then do that. I've done this in the previous video, so this is pretty much straightforward and very easy to follow. This is pretty standard stuff. And then here we have the animation. So just you'll get the animation when you download it from the Unity asset store, so just use them and drag and drop it onto the player. It's pretty straightforward. And the animator window, you have to do a few changes. I'm not going into too much detail into this video because this is not a step-by-step tutorial. And in the animator panel you can see the individual player state, and in this code you can see that this is really easy. So I've just defined a is grounded true, and I'm changing the player state. So if the player is moving from left to right to left, and if the player is jumping, I am changing the state according to that. And on collision enter 2D, that will give us whether the player is grounded or not. This is a really cool way to check if the player is grounded or not, and change the animation according to that. So yep. And then yeah, so here we have placed a few gems for the player to collect, and as you can see, yep, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in next devlog. Till then, goodbye.